Hello, everyone. Welcome to the DPB podcast. This is episode number 36 for the week of April 11th, 2016. Freaking angry. Trying to make me laugh again.
Yes, I am. Yes,
Just wait. I'm going to do it to you.
I bet. Go ahead. You're gonna try. I'm gonna try to trip you up every week now. That's my goal. That's my goal.
Lots and lots happening. It is great to be part of the initial podcast for Disney Pin's blog. Disney Pin's blog podcast of the Disney Pins blog and the Disney Pins blog, the Disney Pins blog podcast. We hope to hear all about it.
Welcome back, everyone. It is Ryan and Matt with Disney Pins blog. How's it going, guy?
It's going good. It's we have a jam-packed week.
There's
a lot of content to cover. We have heavy pin news, like you said. We have surprise announcements. I'm excited, and then it's all leading up to the big event next week.
Yeah, we're a week away.
A week away.
We have tons of news to talk about as far as pins go, so let's just jump right in. I want to bounce back to last week. When we talked about the new pins for last week, we just mentioned there was a limited edition Earth Day pin featuring Mike Wazowski. But this Thursday, Disney actually released a few surprise releases. They're all open editions, but I just wanted to mention those first. So first, there's a Pooh and Eeyore pin set. All these pins, first of all, I think they're on both coasts, Disneyland and Walt Disney World. And some of them are also appearing in the Shop Parks mobile app.
Okay.
So the Pooh and Eeyore set, they're 2 pins on a card. Retail price is $14.99. There's a Captain Jake the Pirate pin, which I know the kiddies will like that. Retail price is $9.99.
Just the kiddies.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about Jake the Pirate.
Well, he's on top of an X. X marks the spot. You see that?
Yep.
That?
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, details.
It's all in the deets.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have a Cinderella shoe pin, which is really cool. Looks like it has a little bit of a 3D effect there.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what it's like. Almost like glass looking. But
well, it's. I don't think it is, but it definitely is glass looking. I'm surprised they didn't release this pin when the movie came out last year.
Yeah, I know.
So, but yeah, that's a little weird. But at least it's better now than ever.
Yep. Retail price on that is $14.99. And then there is a Mickey balloon pin, which I think is really cool. It has a bubble on it to give it the effect of an actual balloon. And then at the bottom, it has a little piece of rope as like the string for the balloon.
It's very similar to the pins that the balloons they actually sell in the parks.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Where you have the Mickey head on the inside. Retail price for that one is $14.99. And then, jumping into new Star Wars pins, these ones were really popular. Lots of people I saw on social media like these pins. They're Star Wars attraction poster pins. It's kind of a mashup between Disney Parks attraction and Star Wars. So the first one is the Haunted Mansion attraction poster. The one that has the Disneyland version and then the 3 hitchhiking ghosts in the front. But this one is themed to Endor, and the 3 hitchhiking ghosts. It's hard with the picture to tell who they are, but I know Yoda is definitely one of them.
Yeah, from what I can see, it's Anakin Skywalker from the prequels, and then you have Old Ben Kenobi in the middle.
Old Ben,
and then you have Yoda. It's actually a really funny pin if you when you think of it.
I'll probably get that one. I like that pin. Retail price for that one's $9.99. Then next, there's another attraction poster. This is Autotopia, right? That's how you say it. The Disneyland version attraction poster.
No.
This one is for A New Hope.
Yeah, so they're on Tatooine, and it looks like that they are riding on the scene in the very beginning of the movie. They're like he's riding with C-3PO looking for probably the droid, and on the bottom it says Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope. And it's funny, it looks like, I'm not sure if you ever seen the Disney Junior show The Little Einsteins, but that ship in the background looks exactly like it.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, just too much similarities to it not to be. I don't know, that's just my opinion.
Well, that's a cool pin though.
Mm-hmm.
So you know more about Star Wars than I do, so I'm glad you're here. And then next we have a Storybook Land attraction poster pin with the Millennium Falcon coming out of the whale's mouth.
It looks like the whale. I don't know. Like, this is another scene from Emperor Strikes Back, but it also looks like the whale from Pinocchio. In
Yeah,
that poster.
that's what it is.
Is that what?
Monstro.
Oh, it is. Okay, awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fun.
That's the attraction at Disneyland. You're in the boats and you go through his.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
That makes
So that's
sense.
a cool pin.
Yeah, it's like
And,
a crossovers.
right, right. I just heard this morning there was another one released, a fourth one in the series, but
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen a picture of that.
Hmm.
So keep an eye out for those on your next trip to Disney parks. All right, so let's jump in this week. Let's talk about the there's I don't even know where to start. There's tons of news this week.
Let's start with the new. Let's start with the new pins at Disney Store. How about that?
All right, perfect.
All right.
So last week we talked about the great Mouse Detective pin and the Alice in Wonderland pin set that are arriving at Disney Store UK. Well, Monday last week, April 4th, they were surprise released at Disney Store here in America. So the great Mouse Detective pin retail price is $12.95, available only at DisneyStore.com. Limited edition of 1,100. And then there's the Alice Through the Looking Glass limited edition pin set. Retail price is $69.95, and the limited edition of 1,200 there. I was surprised these pins didn't sell out as quickly as I thought, and I actually think they might even still be available almost a week later. I'm checking right now. I just clicked on the link. But yeah, I just got to, let's see. Yeah, it's still available. The Great
Okay,
Mouse
nice,
Detective is
nice,
still
nice.
available. So,
Is the other one
yeah.
still available as well, or?
Let me check that one. I'm assuming that one is too. Yeah, still available.
Okay, nice.
So,
I mean,
I guess I mean, not as popular as I thought, but
yeah, I don't think the like I think $70 for the three pins is a little bit pricey in my book, but
yeah, I agree.
I mean also I'm not an Alice in Wonderland fan, which is I mean that's just speaking for me, but I mean a lot of people I mean they're great pins regardless.
Right. Yep, I agree with you. I'm not going to add them to my collection. So. All right, moving on. There was a new movie club pin that was announced. This is Arlo from the Good Dinosaur, the Disney Pixar film. This is only for VIP members, so if you are in Disney Movie Club, you can I believe purchase this pin for $6.95. And these pins appear in the movie club for just a couple months until they're sold out. And then a new pin comes in. Like the last one was for Aladdin, so it was a Jasmine pin. So now we have Arlo. Pretty cool pin. I still haven't seen that movie. I need to.
The
I
Good
need to see
Dinosaur. You haven't seen the movie yet?
Yeah.
I mean,
Nope, I haven't seen it.
I think it's a really good Pixar movie. It's not, in my opinion, it's not their best, but it's definitely one I really enjoy it. But yeah, I feel like that you don't see a lot of Good Dinosaur pins regardless, so it's nice to have more out there.
Right. Very true. I know a lot of people just specifically collect those VIP pins. They are somewhat rare. So, heading over to Hong Kong, there was a new Earth Day pin that was released, which I'm a big fan of this pin. It features Jiminy Cricket, and it even comes on a cool card back. It says on the back, I don't know what this means, but it says "Bring your own bag." I'm assuming you can bring your own bag to Disneyland, and it's some part of some program for Earth Day. Which is pretty cool, but this pin features 3D elements and glitter embellishments, and it is limited edition of 500.
I think this is a better I can't
Represented, right? Is that what you're
yeah, I know it's like I can't even say it right now. The representation of Earth Day rather than the one that we got over at Disney World with Mike Wazowski in a globe, because this pin you have Jiminy Cricket. Very he's like the responsible one. Bring in your bag. You have it looks like a silhouette, not a silhouette. You have a hidden Mickey coming out of the bag that says Earth Day, April 22nd, 2016. That is a nice pin.
That is nice. I do like this one better than the Mike Wazowski.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, moving on. There was another announcement at Disney Store UK. So I know those two pins we just discussed, the great Mouse and Alice in Wonderland pins are going to be released over there. But there was an Els
Esmeralda. Esmeralda, yeah.
See,
Yeah, we
getting
can't talk
jacked.
today, yeah. Yeah, definitely at Disney Store UK. Esmeralda from Hunchback of Notre Dame is coming to the Disney Store UK.
Thanks for picking it up,
Yeah,
Matt.
no problem, no problem.
Help me out. But yeah, this is limited edition of 300 in Europe and limited edition of 400 worldwide, which means this pin is going to be arriving at Disney Store in America.
Yeah,
So,
probably the day after we film the podcast, and then we got then we're gonna
yeah,
mention
check this Monday.
Yeah, check this Monday. I'll probably back up there on the site again. But
Yeah.
it's a really odd pin. Like there's nothing revolving around Hunchback of Notre Dame that's coming out anytime soon. I feel like there's a random pin that's released, and you don't get a lot of Esmeralda pins at all, really. Actually, I've never seen one, to be honest with you.
Now that you say that, I haven't seen any recently either.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's cool. They're releasing some rare pins
yeah, definitely.
out now on DisneyStore.com. So that's pretty cool. Moving on, there was also another pin set released or announced at Disney Store UK. This one is the very first pin set, or even pins for that matter, related to Finding Dory. So very cool. This will be released on April 19th at Disney Store UK. Limited edition of 300 and limited edition of 800 worldwide. So another one that's going to be coming to America as well. Retail price is £50, so I don't know what that relates to in American dollars, but
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
to wait too long then. Just wait till Monday, and this will be available in American dollars.
yeah, we'll be sure to post about it whenever they become available.
I think
So,
this also gives a kind of sneak peek of what the movie is about. We have some new characters in this pin set that we haven't seen before. It looks like some otters, a whale, and an octopus. And then in the octopus pin, you see Dory in what looks like she's inside a kettle of
it's
some
like a teapot.
Yeah, like a teapot of sorts. Yeah, so maybe that's a
Yeah.
little hint of some events that's going to happen in the movie that we don't know about until June.
Maybe he's helping her escape. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in a teapot, like why is the octopus out and about anyway? Like, what is he?
Yeah, what's he doing?
Yeah, what is he doing? He should be in the water as well. We're not,
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
He's dying right
yeah,
now.
he's dying. Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now, but either way, it looks like he's helping Dory at least help in this
Yeah.
teapot. She's in a cup full of water, so we'll see. Come June.
I saw something. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that an octopus has been in every Pixar film.
An octopus.
Yeah, that octopus there. I saw that.
No
a
way.
a link somewhere. Yeah, I didn't read about it, but that's what I heard.
Interesting. That's definitely some Pixar Easter eggs, if that's true.
Yeah, you should be up on that. You love Pixar.
I know. I don't never heard about this octopus theory.
Yeah.
I have to look it up now.
Yeah. All right, next we got a new Luigi's Roll Lickin' Roadsters pin.
No,
That's a-
yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I think that's what I said. I don't know. This is the latest attraction at Disney California Adventure. Open edition pin. Just thought we'd mention it. It's already out at DCA, and it can be found at Ramon's House of Body Art shop in Carsland. And it features, of course, Luigi on the pin. So for the new attraction over there. Did you see any videos on that attraction? It's pretty cool.
Honestly, I haven't even know there was a new attraction with Luigi in it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it replaced that tractor ride, I think. I forget what it was called.
I guess it makes sense that, just you have Cars Land. Why not just make another one related to Cars Land as well? Or
Yeah.
like Cars themed, I guess.
Yep.
But definitely, like I would, whenever I get over there, I'm loving to see all this new stuff in California Adventure. Whenever I
You'll
hit
be there. You'll be there soon enough for the D23 Expo.
That is my goal. Yes, it is.
You will be.
Oh,
You'll be there.
I'll be there. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you'll be there.
I'll be there. Awesome.
All right. So next, let's get into the big news for the week.
The big news.
So Hot Art and Acme announced a brand new pin series called Golden Magic, and they feature LE 250 pins. So limited edition of 250 pins. This is a brand new series, and they were just announced at Pin Trading Fun Days at Hong Kong Disneyland. The very first set features 5 Disney princess pins. Well, I guess not all of them are princesses, but
No, yeah,
there's-
they all are.
is Pocahontas?
Yeah, she's a princess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're circular pins. They're kind of like the beloved Tails pins coming out of Soda Fountain. They're
Mm.
really, really nice pins. And then there's also three more surprise pin releases over there in this same series, featuring Merida, Tiana, and Snow White. So this is really exciting because we are getting two of these pins as a surprise release at our event.
Really?
Yeah, so the ones that we're getting though are Star Wars themed. They're not going to be the princesses.
Oh,
So
okay. So we're that's right. Yes.
yeah, so these are really really cool, unique, highly collectible pins at a really really good price point. So instead of paying the $125 for the LE100 pins, you're just paying $19.95 for an LE250, which is really really good.
Okay. So,
So
just to clarify, that we're getting, because I got a little bit confused there when you said that. So
yeah,
we're getting from the fun days at Hong Kong, we're getting two exclusive Star Wars pins.
correct. So
Okay.
this new series, Golden Magic, was announced in Hong Kong
Okay.
at at the uh, at the Fun Days event. The ones that released were all those princess pins.
Right.
So out of this new series, it's a new monthly pin series. It's going to be
Okay. So
released
so out of the
released.
Golden Magic series, they're going to
Correct.
be coming out with a Star Wars series, and we're going to be getting two pins out of those Star Wars series available to purchase at our event on Sunday.
Correct. Yeah. So let me get into that now.
Okay. All right.
So once we announced this new series in Hong Kong a couple of days ago, actually this was on Friday. We announced it on Friday, April 8th. So right after that, then we had the breaking news for our event. So we are getting surprise pin releases at our event. So right now, everyone knows that there's the uh, Boba Fett and BB-8 pins. They're LE100s, completely sold out of those pins. So on top of that, we're getting four brand new surprise pin releases. Two of them are LE100s, which are part of the Boba Fett and BB-8 pin series. So two pins there, and then another two LE250 pins, which are what I just mentioned, the Golden Magic series. So those four surprise pin releases will be announced or available at our event via random selection process, the same way as Disney does it. Whenever you come in to the event, we'll give you a RSP card. You'll fill out your selections. So the LE100s are limited to one per person, and the LE250s are limited to two per person. So you just fill out on the card which pins you want. So if you wanted all of them, you could do one LE100, one another LE100, and then two and two. And then you'll just put your card in a bucket, and then we're not specifically pulling the random selection process. A representative from Hot Art will be there to pull the RSP, and then also on the card you'll put your name, email address, regular address, and phone number, and then they will contact you whenever the pins become available. So that physical pins of these four new ones will not be at the event. They will be available approximately 45 to 60 days. So you will be notified if you're able to purchase those pins since they are so limited. And then Hot Art will invoice you and ship them to you. And of these four pins, they're all Star Wars related. So later this week, probably a day or two before the event, we should have images of the new pins, and we will definitely be posting them. We'll have a blog post up and, of course, on social media. So yeah, super excited about this.
Ryan, that's a lot of
Yeah.
great news coming there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Six pin releases at our event, all Star Wars themed. So
That is, we have to almost have to change our name to the spring gathering, to the Star Wars spring gathering event.
yeah,
But yeah,
I know.
that's amazing that Hot Art is giving us an opportunity to have all those pins at our event, especially since the Star Wars pins went out pretty quickly, and
Yep.
yeah, so I'm not sure there's any left to even sell at the event. So that's
Yeah, out of the first initial two pins, yeah, they are completely sold out. So
That's
there won't
insane.
be there won't be any left.
That's
So
insane. That's incredible. So
yep,
a lot of great stuff.
lots happening.
Oh,
See what I did there?
quoting Tony.
Yeah,
Lots and lots happening. That's exactly what it is. This is
yeah,
our show is the whole lots and lots happening.
it really is.
Disney never sleeps, and neither do we. So,
Oh, apparently
no,
not.
apparently not. No.
That's why we're jumping our words today.
Yeah.
Jack Sleep.
We got one more to go, right, Ryan? One more pin news.
Two more real
Two
quick.
more. Okay.
Also coming out of Hong Kong Disneyland, there was new Duffy Bear and Shelly May pins, which are really nice,
Very nice.
especially because I know a lot of there's a niche crowd for Duffy and Shelly May, so I'm sure they'll be going crazy over these pins. Um, One is just a basic Shelly May, it's just her with a little pose, and then there's two, one with her on a swing, which I think the swing actually moves on the pin. It looks
Oh, that's
like
awesome.
it really cool. And then there's a Duffy Bear, same thing. It's like a flower swing he's
Yeah.
sitting on, um, which is neat. And then there's also, I think these ones are funny. It's like Duffy Bear and Shelly May with snorkels, and they're like riding sea turtles and dolphins.
Dolphins. Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, because that's normal.
Yeah, you always see teddy bears on sea turtles.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that sounds about right.
so those are neat, and these are all open edition pins. I don't believe they're LE or LR. So, and then there's a couple, actually a few more new pin releases in Hong Kong. Um, One that I think is funny is a Mickey and Minnie taking a selfie together.
Oh yes, that's so funny.
Uh, so a lot of cool pins coming out of Hong Kong. It'd be nice to start to see some of these, especially these open edition ones, appear at Walt Disney World and Disneyland here
That
in
would be
America.
really funny to get a Mickey and Minnie pin taking a selfie. I would
Yeah.
love to have that one to my collection.
It is cool. All right, last but not least, new pins for this week for April 14th. There was um, a new Jungle Book pin appearing at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. It's limited edition of 2000. It's a hinge pin, which is really nice for the new movie that's coming out, featuring Mowgli and what's the bear's name?
Baloo?
Baloo. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
it. Um, in the front of the pin has really cool like artwork of a tiger, I think.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah, it's kind of like it said the Jungle Book on the bottom, and there's like this tiger, and it looks like the Mowgli is like has a flame. He's holding like a fire, and you
yeah,
can see the tiger silhouette within the fire. It looks pretty cool.
yeah, it's a neat pin. And then last but not least, we have the next piece of Walt Disney World history pin appearing at Walt Disney World. It's the Snow White Scary Adventures pin, which will feature a piece of the attraction inside the pin. I'm assuming it's a piece of costume worn by one of the characters in this late ride. And it is limited edition of 1500.
I never got a chance to ride this ride, but before it closed down. But I really do like this series, the Piece of Walt Disney World History series. I'm loving every one of them. I don't think I'll
Same
add this
here.
one, but I'm not adding this one to my collection. I don't think I added the Cinderella one either, but I know I like the Sorcerer's Hat and the Pirates of the Caribbean one as well.
Right, same here, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, I do like that pin. I haven't ridden it at Walt Disney World either. I don't think I rode it there, but I did ride it at Disneyland.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
pretty cool. All right, so that that wraps it up. It was a
Uh,
long one, but
it was yeah, you definitely.
sorry I
Like-
took over the dang podcast.
Now jam packed. I mean, we for the past couple of weeks we've been a little low on pin news. So then all of a sudden, like it's just the calm before the storm. We get all these new pin releases and stuff like that. So I'm glad we had a lot of news to talk about this week.
Yep. All right, so what do you got for us, Matt?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you what we got for us.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, so
Woo!
last week or a couple weeks ago, I mentioned the Fast Plus system. We'll be doing a couple of revamps, and now we actually have a date on when that's coming about. So starting April 10th, which is a Sunday, guests will be able to use those upgrades. And just as a quick reminder, those upgrades are now you can book 3 fast passes. As usual, you can book 3 fast passes on your My Disney Experience app. Once those 3 fast passes are done, you have to go to one of the kiosks to get your 4th and your 5th. But now you don't have to do that anymore. You can just do it off your phone, and so that's nice. And then on top of that, you don't have to get 2. You don't have to get 3. If you just want 1 fast pass or 2, then you can just do that, and you're not forced to get a 3rd one if you're not going to ride.
That's nice. I didn't know that.
So that's nice. And then from there, unfortunately, within those 3 first fast passes, you still have to book it within the same park. Once those 3 are used, then you can use the 4th and the 5th and the 6th through other parks. All you have to do is get it through your mobile app. So
Gotcha.
That's a fun experience.
That makes it easier.
Also coming to the My Disney Experience system, I guess, they've added some new characters for your profile. So I know on My Disney Experience, yeah, I did. Did you know about
I
this?
already changed mine.
Did you really?
Yeah, my friend Jason told me about
Jason, okay, yeah. So for those who don't know, currently my profile is Buzz. And I don't have to tell you. Before I get to, I already know what yours is, Ryan.
Yep.
But Zootopia characters are now profile pictures for your My Disney Experience. So they've added, not only did they add Zootopia, they added the Lions Guard Khan. He's, I guess, the lead in the Disney Juniors, the Lions Guard. And then on top of that, they added Zootopia characters, Judy Hopps, Nick Wilde, and Ryan's new profile picture, Flash.
Yeah, I changed mine from Yoda to Flash.
I had a feeling, like, man, I read this, I'm like, Ryan's gonna change it, whether I tell him or not.
You know me.
He's gonna change it. Flash is your guy. He's your new guy for 2016. I can already see it.
He really is.
He's your new favorite. So moving on from that. So it's funny enough. About 3 weeks ago, we took part in the March Magic 2016 Showdown, and Ryan, we had a heated argument, and it's. After all of that, this past, I think I believe Monday, they announced the winner of the March Magic 2016, and the champions happened to be the Bellhops.
You better believe it.
Which was our champions, and that's what we were representing, and so. Funny enough, the Bellhops did initially went all the way, and is the new champions of March Magic 2016 for Walt Disney World. And they just also added some new merchandise since it was a winner. They have a new shirt which has the Bellhops on it. It says March Magic 2016 winner. On the back it says 13, and there's also a bag. Like, I forgot what it's called. A new bag.
One of those drawstring bags.
Yeah, drawstring bag, exactly. That's also available on the Disney Store. And then, as well as that, starting April 8th, so Friday, and I think this is offer until April 10th. So by the time most people might be listening to this podcast, it might be over. So hopefully you knew about this beforehand, but they also have flags representing from each team. So that's pretty cool as well.
It was cool. I really want to get that shirt, but I don't know. I just didn't.
No, you just didn't. Well, I mean, you still have time, Ryan. You still have time.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
Yeah, you think about it. You still have the rest of the day and tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on from there. There have been some rumors that they know they took down Seashore Sweets, which was a ice cream store over at the boardwalk, and they closed it down. They're under refurb, but now they shut it down, so it's not under refurb. They announced what that's going to be replacing that, and it's going to be called Ample Hills Creamery. Going to be confirmed at the Disney's boardwalk, and that is going to be. It was also a. Also read that it's going to have a secured a license to produce a Star Wars ice cream.
Wow, that's interesting.
That is interesting. I'm not sure if they have exclusive Star Wars flavors or different. I don't know. It's going to be weird. But
that's cool, though.
Yeah, but other signature creations are going to be the Oogie Boogie Butter Cake. The coffee toffee. Gee, that's a lot.
These are hard names.
They're hard names, yeah. The multi-salty pretzel punch, the cotton candy, and a special one-of-a-kind flavor developed exclusively for Walt Disney World Resort. Some of these ice creams are going to be handmade using grass-fed cow milk with organic sugar cane. That's
delicious.
Yeah.
Grass-fed ice cream.
I'm sorry? Say it again?
I say I love my grass-fed ice cream.
Oh, do you? Do you really now?
It's going to be delicious.
Yeah, I bet it is. I'm not sure when it's going to be opening up, but that's going to be the new ice cream store opening up at Boardwalk.
Hopefully it's open for by the time the Pixar event happens, so we can get ice cream.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, that the store is going to be open right next to the ES. It's going to be open in the former place where the ESPN Club Arcade used to be. I'm assuming.
Cool.
So that's going to be fun stuff. Some ice cream shops. Moving over to the Port Orleans Resort, the French Quarter. They are opening up a new aquatic play area for children. I know there was a little bit of a refurb on that, but now new spaces devoted for little kids to kind of how to play, like a little play area, like they have in the other Walt Disney World resorts. It's a Mardi Gras theme, so it's like themed around purple, gold, green, new aquatic play sets. They have water sides, water cannons, splash zones around the fountain. So little fun things. I'm assuming it's be opening around the summertime. If it's not, maybe it's open now. I don't have a date on when that's opening or if it's already open or not. So that's pretty cool that they have that up and running.
Nice.
Couple of
good for the kids.
Yeah, definitely did good for the kids. They need some more stuff to do at Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
A couple of refurbishments, just one in particular. The Flights of Wonder was supposed to reopen back. I know I mentioned this before, but I guess they never reopened. They went on refurb since January 25th, and they were supposed to reopen back up on the March 18th. But they've yet delayed the reopen to do some new roof installments, so that will not be opening up until April 17th. So that date sounds familiar, right, Ryan?
Yeah, it does.
April 17th.
Fix the dang roof. That's all.
Yeah. But it's on April 17th, so that date should have.
Oh, yeah. I don't think there's anything going on that day.
Nothing that day. So just go over to Animal Kingdom and check out the new roof that they have installed.
Yeah, don't be at the B Resort.
Don't be there and have exclusive pins or anything. I don't know. Whatever. Moving on to Magic Kingdom, was once a rumor is now true. The Disney Early Morning Magic is officially confirmed. Just as a reminder, that guests can get to the parks early at Magic Kingdom and ride Peter Pan's Flight, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh exclusively on certain nights beginning April 26th. And so from there, that gives you early access into the park from 7:45 to 10 a.m. I'm assuming the park opens either at 9 or 10 a.m. It doesn't really specify. This will not interfere with any extra magic hours. The mornings that if the morning of the Disney early morning magic is being offered, extra magic hours will be offered elsewhere. And then on top of that, so that is a $69 for adults, $59 for children. This also includes breakfast at the Pinocchio's Village. And so, I mean, for $60 is not too bad. You get extra rides, get a little early morning action in the park, get some breakfast, get some 2 out of 3 really popular rides out of the way before anyone else gets involved. So it's not a bad price. I'm not sure if I would do it, but anyway, those were rumors that we discussed earlier, and now they're officially confirmed, and that is starting April 26th. Turn
up on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I guess so. Also, sticking to Magic Kingdom, a couple weeks ago we announced the not so scary Halloween party. I'm mixing up the two. The not so scary Halloween party we announced last.
I like yours better.
Yeah,
not so scary, very.
I can't even talk right now.
I know.
So that we announced those dates, and now just right off there, they announced the Mickey's Very Merry Party dates as well. We're having 21 nights. And those nights are still kicking it off on November 7th, 8th, 10th, 11th, 13th, 15th, 18th, 27th, and 29th. And December 1st, 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, 9th, 11th, 13th, 15th, 16th, 18th, and ends on the 22nd.
Nice.
And so,
21 nights.
21 nights. Yes, it is. And
21.
So they have exclusive parties, exclusive parades. They hand out cookies and is it milk? I don't think it's
hot
milk.
chocolate.
Hot chocolate. That's what it was. Yes, hot chocolate.
Which is delicious.
Yes, it is.
And free pins.
Free pin, not free pins. I'm about to say, wait a minute, free pins. Oh, I'll definitely do that. No, but they do have exclusive pins that we always offer on the site whenever we get notice of them. Parades, access to the park. Definitely a Christmas Wonderland time. It's a great fun. So November 7th, if you're interested, it's gonna be around that date. Awesome. Also, some pretty exciting news coming from Disney World. The Destination D Amazing Adventures has been announced as Walt Disney's World D23 event, and that will be from November 19th through the 20th. That is going to be featured at the Contemporary Resort that have some special guests, Disney legend as like Tony Baxter, another Disney Imagineers, John Grandit, Walt, I think it's Wyatt Winters as one of them, producer Don Hahn, who's been a producer for The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. And so they're going to have limited edition pins. They're going to be doing exclusive a glimpse inside the soaring around the world and to Rivers of Light, so some exclusive access into there. Evolving a new species of a theme park, so exclusive access into Animal Kingdom, because by then a lot of new stuff is going to be happening over there. Also around that time, they're going to be celebrating 45 years of Walt Disney World. That's an exciting time. I believe that's October 1st, right? It's 45 years?
Yeah, October 1st. Yep.
October 1st is the 45 years of Magic Kingdom, right?
Yeah, 45 years of Magic Kingdom.
So they're celebrating that, and they're going to have, like
I said, a great party.
Yes, it is. Tickets go on sale April 21st, and if you are a D23 Gold member, it is $129 each. Gold member as well as Gold family members is $129 each. If you are just a general member for D23, tickets are $250. All guests will receive a special gift created exclusively for the event. And so I think it's going to be a good time. Ryan, have you done this before?
Yes, I love the D23 events. I did the one, it was called Attraction Rewind back in 2014.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. It's a 2-day event. And what my favorite part is all the exclusive pin releases they have for this event.
Nice.
There's a whole shopping. There's one of the ballrooms at the Contemporary Resort has a big shopping experience. Lots of cool pins. Then they have also like another area set up. They had like old animatronics and stuff in there. And then just the segments and the show they put on was incredible. I loved the 2-day event. I highly recommend it. I will definitely be there again for this one. So
you heard it here first, guys. Disney Pin's blog is definitely going to be attending the event.
Yes.
And so that's amazing. I'm not sure if I will be there. It's a little bit $250, might be a little bit too pricey just coming out of the pin event in September, but I would do my best to attend. So, but that is awesome. And then last but not least, very depressing news coming from Animal Kingdom. Rivers of Light was supposed to open on September 20. I mean, I'm sorry, not September. It was supposed to be grand opening on April 22nd, and now they decided to delay it to an unknown date. But they did say it will happen around mid to late May. Just because they had to delay it, they gave us an exclusive video of a sneak peek of what the nighttime magic projection show on the Tree of Life is going to look like. I saw the video. It looks nice, but I'm sorry, that doesn't take away from the fact that you had to pull back that release date. I've never seen Disney pull back on, like, once they set a date, they stick to it. And it's really surprising for me to see that. And I know a lot of people are not happy about it because people were planning their vacations around the opening of Rivers of Light, and now it's not happening until mid-May.
Right. I was upset about it, but it really sucks for the people that, like you said, Matt, planned a vacation around it, because I know a lot of people that have, and it's just unfortunate that there's a million other things to do at Walt Disney World, but when you plan it for something new like this, and then they pull back, it is disappointing.
I mean, I am all for like pulling something back, delaying it so it can be a better experience. You want to make sure everything is right. It's definitely for safety. You definitely want to have a great first impression for the new show, and I understand that, but I mean, when you lock down a date, and it's been like that for a long time, those dates were announced easily 2 months ago, if I'm not mistaken, maybe a month and a half ago. And then we enter April. This news was released on April 5th. Just a couple of, just like not even 2 weeks or so before we're about to, a little over 2 weeks, and all of a sudden it just, sorry guys, we have to push it back. That's a little bit heartbreaking. If it was a month or so away, then I can understand. People can rearrange their vacation, but a couple of weeks away, that's tough.
It is. It really is.
That is very tough. But that actually leads in to a very special part of this show. Ryan, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. It's fun segment with Matt time.
All right. It is fun segments with Matt time. Ryan, are you ready for your question?
I'm ready.
For this week? So it's a little bit of sorry?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Awesome. So it's a little bit of a serious question that I have, because off of the news that Rivers Alight is not coming on the day it was supposed to. Were your expectations for anything Disney was like really high, and then when you finally did it, it just dropped? Like, wow, that's not as cool as I thought it was going to be.
Like, really, like, well, I was like expecting something huge, and then I saw it, and it was just like kind of whatever.
Yeah, like your expectations were like, If you have any of those, I mean, it's not like the happiest Disney memory that you have, but I thought because of that news, I figured, why not talk about it for a little bit? Is there anything that you were expecting to be amazing and it was hyped up and something new to Disney, and then when you got there, it's like, it could have been better, just a little bit.
Is this just Disney parks related?
It can be, yeah.
Okay.
Like like Disney parks, or like maybe a restaurant you ate at, or the water parks, or Disney, or any Disney Springs, anything Disney related, really.
Because okay, this is gonna take me some time to think, but off the top of my head, I thought of like maybe Disney movies that were just kind of like, eh.
Oh, well, I mean that's different. I want to say, you want me to say mine first while you can think about it?
Yeah, you say yours. Let me think.
All right. So there was a lot of hype for me about eating at Chef Mickey's.
Oh, okay.
And I had a lot of hype around it. I had a lot of people telling me Chef Mickey's is amazing, is an all-you-can-eat buffet, and you get to meet characters there. And so when I finally got to eat there at, I believe it was New Year's Eve when I was there, and that was for my first time, and we were saving up for it because it can be a little bit pricey to eat there because it was an all-you-can-eat. I got there, and the food was good. It just was not what it was all meant up to be. I mean, we had Mickey, Goofy, and surrounding the table. And they had like, you can wave your flag around or your towel when they're doing like their party. But when it came down to like the actual experience, I thought it was gonna be just a little bit more amazing. And to me, it wasn't. Like, the food was good. I really enjoyed the all you can eat buffet. The maybe it was just the atmosphere just wasn't to my liking. And so I'll definitely eat there again. It just, now I know what to expect when to go there. But yeah, that's just my experience, that I had a lot of hype around it, and it's just not when it would be. I think for me,
was it the food?
No, the food was good. The food was good. I mean, I've had
just
better
the overall experience.
Yeah, the overall experience. Yeah, I mean, I've had better food in other restaurants at Disney. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, the food wasn't the problem. But I really liked the food. It's just like maybe the overall experience, like I was expecting just a little bit more. And then it just wasn't. Like, for me, when I went to the Be Our Guest restaurant, that met my expectations and exceeded it. To me, that was like a really nice experience. The atmosphere, the food, the dessert, and then at the end of the day, like, you kind of like, you walk your way through the Bell's Castle, Beast Castle, and then you got to actually get a photo with him as he's in his den. It just, like, it felt really natural. But I feel like I didn't get that experience with Chef Mickey's, even though it's a completely different experience. Right. But that's just me.
Well, I got mine now.
Okay, cool.
Just thinking of food kind of reminded me of something that I did back in 2013, I want to say.
Okay.
It was whenever they first announced it. I don't know how long ago it was, but it was the Illuminations sparkling dessert wine thing.
Okay.
Whenever they first announced it, I forget when it was. I think it was 13, but there was like a lot of hype around that. I remember it was on Disney Parks blog, and I was watching YouTube videos on it. I was like, oh, this is really cool. I want to do this. So I paid for the ticket, which was a decent amount of money. I forget what it is now, and we did it, and I don't know. I think I was expecting more because like wine, was included with it, which it was,
right.
and And I think I was expecting like more of a selection of desserts. And another thing though that it's not Disney's fault, it was the weather.
Oh,
It's
yeah, yeah.
supposed to be outside, but it
Mm-hmm.
was raining, so they put it in the old Odyssey restaurant,
Okay.
and it just seemed thrown together. Like they had like these carts with the wine, the sparkling wine on it, and the little shot glasses of desserts, and then you just took it to a table, and there was no view, there's nothing to look at,
Right. I mean,
and
that
then
kind of like
you
the kind
you
of
know.
hinders on the experience a little bit.
It,
Yeah.
it it did it was a little disappointing, and then like we went outside and watched eliminations in the rain, and I don't know, it just like wasn't.
It sounds like
eh,
you had just a really bad experience on something like you pay a
yeah,
lot of money for.
right, it's
Yeah.
like an extra ticketed thing. You want it to be over the top, and it really wasn't for me.
Yeah,
But
I mean, but there are some things that you do. Like, I mean, especially now since we bring up this topic, there's a lot of extra stuff that Disney's providing. I mean, I'm pretty sure once Rivers of Light and Animal Kingdom is up and running, whenever they get that date is confirmed, they have all of this, extra stuff like the dessert parties. Even
Yep.
like even with the Star Wars weekends, they have a dessert party. Even at the Wishes, they have a dessert party.
yeah, that one
So
looks cool. The Wishes one looks good.
yeah, I mean, it looks great. You have a nice viewing area and stuff like that. And then on top of that, you're getting the Disney early morning extra magic time with that we just announced today. And then they also announced the late night access. You get a couple
Yep.
of extra hours. So like, I feel like there's a lot of things that like Disney's trying to push, but I'm just not sure if I'm like the hype is around that and whether it's going to be as great as it sounds. So
Right.
also, you might disagree with me, but I mean, you might not like me after this. But I had a lot of expectations for Epcot, and it wasn't.
Oh, brother, here we go.
I know, right? It wasn't. It wasn't to my. It's Ryan. It's not my favorite park, and I know it's your favorite.
Well, you said the other on one of those podcasts that you just love walking around the countries at Epcot. It's one of your favorite things to do.
Right now, it is. But when I was expecting that.
Oh, I see.
When I was like first I was waiting to be like, all right, here we go. The first time going to Epcot. And then like I read it's almost like you almost like have to like you expect something when you're going into it. And then all of a sudden you gotta take it back. I'm like, all right, it wasn't what I wanted, but here's what it is. And then you learn to appreciate it after a while. But when I
Right.
first went to Epcot, I'm like, all right, here we go. I'm ready to ride all these rides. And then I went to like the Epcot Spaceship Earth, and I was like, okay, this was a little slow. What else we got? And then I went over to Mission Space and like, okay, we're just in a simulator. And I pushed some buttons. No worries. What else we got? What else we got? Then I rode Test Track. I'm like, all right, this was fast. What else? Then we rode we waited like 2 hours for Soaring, and then we went back. I'm like, okay, Soaring was nice. That was a cool experience. What else we got? And then from there, it's like we get to walk around for 2 miles. I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
you were hating on it.
So like it was like,
All right, bye.
yeah, it's like all right, it wasn't exactly what I was hoping it was gonna be at the get-go. But then when you
Right.
go there for a lot, you
Yeah,
have annual
everyone.
passes, you learn to appreciate certain things because like the
Yep.
expectations are over. So now you get to like pull back and like, all right, this is what it is. And now I do like Epcot. It's not my favorite park, but I do like what Epcot has. And I'm looking for. I mean, I love Test Track, I love Spaceship Earth, and I love Soarin'. Those are like my top 3 attractions over at Epcot. And I do like walking around because it's a different pace than all the
Right.
other parks because you get to ride all these attractions. Other than this time you get to like just enjoy the environment. So
Yep,
I learned
there's a lot
appre-
to see there.
Exactly, there's a lot to see. So I learned to appreciate after a while. But my expectation originally, I was not liking Epcot.
Oh, man.
But then also you get older, and so it's a more of an
Right.
adult park
It is true
as well.
true.
So. But yeah, I mean, anything else
All
you'd
right.
like to add or no?
No, I think that's it. I like
All
that.
right,
That was
all right.
cool.
That was
a good one.
Yeah, fun segment with that, everybody. But next week, I know that we're done
Yeah.
with fun segment. This is going to be a great episode. Like I said before, that little line we have in the middle there is going to be gone. And we're going to be together. We're going to talk about some pin news. We're going to talk about some park happenings. And we might be able to play a game. I don't know. We haven't decided the details yet. But I think it's going to be a fantastic, great episode since we're going to be together. It's going to be the day before the pin event. A lot to discuss. A lot of things we could easily do. Ryan, are you excited for this? I know
I
you're ready.
cannot wait.
I know
to
you're
be
ready to
down
get here.
in Florida, live from the B Resort, and I'm just so excited for the event. And any podcast listeners, when you check, if you're coming to the event and check in, just let me know if you're a podcast listener. I would be happy to meet you.
Yes, meet your host. We're gonna be there.
Yeah. You'll see Matt and myself right when you walk in. So.
Yeah, we're gonna be handling the the guests coming into the event. And then
Yep.
Megan will be facilitating everybody inside. She's going to make sure everyone's okay. She's going to tell people about when the foods are going to be available. And then I think Lenny's going to be in the back with dealing with the pin stuff, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's correct.
So, I mean, we're definitely going to have a lot of people who watch on YouTube. We're going to have a lot of YouTube content coming in the next couple of weeks. We're going to have pretty much a whole lineup of things of preparation before the event. I think it's going to be fantastic. So I'm looking forward to the next couple of weeks.
Same here, buddy.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
All right. So that's all we got this week.
That's it.
All right.
Hope you guys enjoy and have a great week, everyone.
See ya.
See ya.